Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. Here we are, it is Monday. We are here for a 1 hour Monday Makers. I know it's a little bit different today, start of our brand new schedule. It's going to take a bit of time getting used to. I've seen a few messages on my Facebook page. The best thing to remember, because I know it's taking time to sort of update on our website as well, we are live at 1 and 5. However, slight kind of change to that rule this coming Wednesday, where we do have an extra special Love to Craft show with Sarah, which is going to be on at 11 for you. But the general rule going forward is we're live at 1 and 5. This is the easiest way to remember it. So yeah, that is what we are going to be doing. And some of the shows might be an hour, some of the shows might be a couple of hours, but live at 1 and 5. Now, as I've mentioned, it has been a very busy day today. We're here for one final hour on Monday Makers, and we're going to be having a look at the launch, the one that everybody's talking about, the brand new Spring Fairy collection. Super excited about that. And also today, the start of our event for this week, which is Love to Craft. More on all of that in just a few moments' time, but let us say hello to the lovely lady who is t'other side of the studio, who has been inspiring you with loads of great ideas and hints and tips and techniques with this brand new collection, and hopefully she's going to be doing some more of that over the course of this next hour. It is the one and only, the lovely Leann. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you, Ben. I'm a bit sniffly.
Yeah.
I've had a lemsip. I'm hoping that'll keep the sniffles at bay and I won't be sneezing. But very excited about this Spring Fairy collection.
Yeah.
I think now when we're just a bit fed up of the cold, the grey and the dark,
aren't we?
and we're all looking forward to daffodils, crocus and little baby lambs, this Spring Fairy collection is getting us ready for that. Those hazy, balmy days that are on the way. And I think the colour palette is perfect for crafting in that time of year.
Yeah, absolutely is, and we'll get into more details about it in just a second. But again, you've kind of specially curated everything within this collection, haven't you, to make it nice and easy for those people who go, oh, mixed media, too scary, don't want to get involved in that. Everything in here has been done so that when you get it home, it's nice and easy just to get playing, isn't it? Yes,
we always do that with our collections, with our trend collections. We'll always make sure that we pick a theme and that the theme we give you is going to be carefully curated. So all of the colours in here will work in whatever theme name we've given so that you can really craft with it. And what it does is take all of the fear out of mixed media crafting away, Ben, because I know I've been there myself as well in the past where, you know, I'd be thinking to myself, right, where do I start?
Yeah.
What do I need?
Yeah.
Do I need a texture? Do I need a glitter? Do I need a marker? What kind do I need? Shimmer spray, what, glitter, when, which brand?
Yeah.
Will the colours go together? Can I mix that brand and that brand? Will it actually work? Am I going to waste my money? Oh, I don't know, because it feels like a bit of a commitment. All of this in a monologue would be going through my mind, which is why actually these trend collections were born, so that we can put it together for you and you can confidently purchase, knowing that every single item in this collection deserves its place there, and that all of the colours will perfectly complement and coordinate, so that you can get really beautiful coordinated projects depending on what it is you want to do. And it doesn't have to be mixed media. If you don't like mixed media, it can just be colouring in some images. So it doesn't have to be about all of the texture if you find that scary. It can just be about some lovely colour on some of your projects and die cutting, etc. So it will work for you in whatever way that you craft at home.
We'll delve into that board in just a few moments' time, because that tells you about everything that you're going to get in the collection. If you bought the previous collection, the Mermaid Dreams, you're going to absolutely go wild for this set. What I will say off the bat, just before we get into the showstopper, is that 70% of the showstopper has now gone. We had a slightly smaller showstopper stock this time around, so you are going to have to be quick. That 70% gone represents a small amount left for you. So please, 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 if you're thinking, oh, 30% left, there'll be a few hundred, we're into double figures left in that stock, so please go quickly. Let us, before we get into that, tell you a little bit more about Love to Craft, because we're running this each and every day this week to tie alongside what we're doing here on Crafters TV. Each day a different theme with items in that theme on sale on the website. So today is all about mixed media, Spectrum Noir and tools. So if you click onto the Love to Craft page, you will then see loads of different goodies there from the Spectrum Noir range. You'll also find lots of tools as well. Few highlights that I picked out looking through earlier on. We've got great deals on things like your paint markers. The art liners are significantly discounted. Metallic paint markers. As far as the tools are concerned, if you delve into those little subsections on the website, you'll find great deals on the light pad, on our scissors, stamping platforms, stamp and die folders, and also our refillable tape pens you'll find discounts on. But do have a look. And as I said, those deals will stay live right up until the end of play on Sunday. And each day this week, we're adding little sections to that Love to Craft, depending on what the theme of the day is. So it is worth just keep coming back to see all of those deals. As far as the showstopper is concerned, as I said, over 70% of the stock gone. You're going to get everything that you see right here, and Leanne will take you through it all in just a second. $114.99 or $154.99 becomes $91.99 if you're platinum, $123.99 if you're shopping in the US. The showstopper also brings you all of these extra goodies. So alongside all of the brand new goodies within the Spring Fairy collection, we're going to give you 60 sheets of your card, multi-purpose card, or just card as it's now being known. You're going to get your round blending tool with replacements. Also, a set of our gilding flake tool. That's the toolkit for the gilding flakes, basically, where you've got another set of your glue. You've also got your stamp and your sponges in there. And we're going to give you the 100-piece A6 set of your black and white envelopes and cardstock. All of that is only setting you back an extra £15 or $20. If you were to get it individually, it'll be $35 or $43. So that's why a lot of people are going for the showstopper, getting the best bang for buck. If you do just want to go for the new elements on their own, there is the Spring Fairy collection on its own. And also, just to stress, if you do want to pick and choose the items from the Spring Fairy, you can. Few quick hellos and I'll shut up because I know we've got a lot to do over the course of the next hour. Radical Rachel's with us. Already in is Jessica Stricker, Polly Cozen from Florida, Melanie D, hello, Rebecca Davies, hello, and Zoe Carver's in. Hello also to Michael Adams, who says, good evening, Ben and Leanne. We are watching with Hercule. Hercule is their desktop vacuum with the moustache.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm sorry. Ben, I'm sorry, I don't mean to yawn at Hercule. It's the cold and the lemsip. It is the cold and the lemsip. Am I going to put myself in my own law court for yawning? No, you're fine. We forgive you. It just came out of nowhere. It didn't even warn itself. I didn't feel it building up. It just... I've just caught Leanne's yawn. And Jamie, right, see me in Ben's law court after the show. Doesn't sound as scary though, that does it? Hi, Gina, who's joined us. Mary Beth Doyle. Kathy Green's in from Mechanicsburg. Whoop, 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 whoop. Great colours, you say. And also hi to Jules, who says, hello again, Ben and Leanne. I'm looking forward to what wonderous ideas you have for us this hour. Showstopper orders this morning. Yes. Well, let's get into it. If you've not yet seen it, we'll get them to take us all around it. Let me stress one more time, if you want the showstopper, you need to act very quickly because we're very limited to the stock on that. But what are we going to get, Leanne? We can see the beautiful colour palette with you, but what exactly do we get in this brand new collection? So we get some brand new colours that are all curated together. Yeah. And we're just going to start at this top corner here with our aqua marker. So this is a brand new aqua marker with colours in there for you, which are very much in the Spring Fairy theme. Yeah. I think the colours on my monitor here aren't great, but what you have got there is a yellow, a kind of warm orangey terracotta and a limey green, which is beautiful in that collection there. And then as we move along, you've got our champagne. Is it champagne or is it rose gold? Rose gold. It's our rose gold metallic marker, which is glorious. And you know our metallic markers don't pack a beautiful sheen, don't they? They really are metallic, they're gorgeous. So we move along from there, we've got a brand new tricolour brush marker, again with 3 colours that beautifully complement and work together to create gorgeous blends in there for your alcohol colouring. And then as we go down onto the next line, we've got some of the things that you start to get really excited about in these trend collections. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is our brand new glitter paste fairy dress. Yes. I love this one, and I'm just going to bring that in so you can see, because I think it's so much better to see it in the pot.
Absolutely.
I just love that. It's absolutely glorious. So we've got Fairy Dress, and then we've got a brand new shimmer spray, which is Dancing Green.
Oof.
Where am I at? I'm here. There we are.
There we go.
Dancing Green, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a limey apple colour, that, isn't it? Almost, maybe it's pistachio. It's really beautiful. It's hard to describe, except gorgeous.
Gorgeous, yeah.
And then we've got a brand new pot of gems, all in coordinating colours for you. That'll work beautifully. And there's little pearls in there, and lots of different sizes you can see, which
that.
also coordinate
Sunshine
beautifully.
drops.
Little sunshine
Yeah,
drops.
I
They're
love that
lovely,
name.
aren't they? I need some sunshine drops in my life, Ben, too. I just think it would be lovely to have. We've got our Sunbeam Shimmer. Our Sunbeam Shimmer Spray, which is, not spray, Shimmer Ink Pad. Which is absolutely gorgeous. And you've got that lovely gold tone in there. And then we've also got our big, massive pot of glitter. Look at that. One. I love that colour.
50 mil.
There's a goodly amount of it. It's beautiful, isn't it? Love that. I'm going to have a look at that in this hour, how that works. And then as we get onto the bottom line, I think everybody's favourite is the gorgeous chunky glitter paste Wildflowers. And you can see you've got all of your greens and your blues and your yellows and your roses and your golds and your pinks. It really is absolutely exquisite, that chunky glitter paste. It's going to work gloriously for you. As we move along, we've got another shimmer spray, and that is our Rosebud, which is this beautiful rose colour. I'm doing the golden shot. I always struggle with the fact that it's mirrored, Ben.
Yeah,
yes,
I know what you mean.
always struggle.
Yeah.
That lovely Rosebud, and then we've got a massive pot of sequins. Look at that. Huge pot of sequins, all in that lovely rose gold colour there. We've got our beautiful glitter glue, which is Fairy Wings, and I love that. Really pastel. It's just such a lovely little accent embellishment colour.
Beautiful.
And then we've got our Duet ink pad in
colour.
Sweet Pea. It's beautiful, isn't it? So pretty. And then finally, we've got our Rose Gold Luxury Gilding Flakes in there for you, which, of course, you know our Luxury Gilding Flakes are absolutely glorious.
Oh, bless you, Leanne.
Sorry.
That's fine. I'll chat for a minute
Thank
just whilst
you.
Leanne sorts herself out.
It's out.
It's gone.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
Now, we've also got in this collection a brilliant die set. So, and when we first did the Mermaid Dreams collection, so many of you said we wanted some mermaid things to use those lovely colours on.
Yeah.
I was like, ha-ha.
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 Oh.
So, we Speedy Gonzales developed these, got them ordered and air freight, could do the air freight thing for the quickness to get them here, because, you know, I'm working a year in advance. So we did that because we thought, you know what, you are right, customers at home. We had Mr. Trick. So we've put this lovely little curated collection together for you. So you've got the perfect items to work with those colours in a spring fairy theme. So the first thing you've got here is your dies. We've got Believe, Love and Dream. Yeah. They're great on their own, or they're great to create a background. I'll show you that in a second. We've got this beautiful, beautiful floral meadow 2D embossing folder, brilliant for just colouring in, emboss and colour it with all of the things in your collection. It looks glorious. Lovely little set of stamps here, so you can add little accents and little design pieces, textural collage pieces to your designs.
Look at these.
And then 3 beautiful folders, stencils, where we've got that lovely shimmer ink going through. So we've got the kind of fungi mushroom there. We've got this lovely kind of open floral there as well. And then we've got this more swirly designed floral in there. So the 3 of them, very, very different. They're also all in that collection, Ben. And I've got some samples here.
Oh, yes.
Would you like to see?
Well, let's have a look, yeah.
Now, this, I think, is gorgeous. And do you know, when I first looked at this earlier, I was like, oh, somebody's used an embossing folder that they've got from their collection, and they've done the resist technique in an embossing folder. It's not. It's a spritzed background with the die-cut words in white, stuck all in different ways.
No way.
Yes, it's got texture. It's absolutely divine.
Such a cool idea.
Isn't that a lovely idea? I really love that. And then we've got this big butterfly where we've done a layer with a rose gold, a layer with glitter paste, and then a layer with chunky glitter paste, and then that all comes through with that butterfly. Isn't that
majestic.
Gorgeous? It is magnificent, isn't it? Look, you can put all of the things together in whichever way you like. You can use your own little fairy stamps if you want to. That was from the Duet ink pad launch. If you've got those, you can use your sprays to colour your embellishments. You can just make lovely little background textural pieces.
And you showed us again how to sort of do that background earlier on.
Yeah.
The backgrounds are very simple to achieve like that, aren't they?
Very simple
they
to
look
achieve.
So good.
So simple to achieve. And then we've got, using the fairy and all of the other little collage pieces and the sentiment. Here we've got the 2D embossing folder just coloured in, which is gorgeous. Here we've used a different butterfly and a different sentiment with a stencil as the background. Here we've made our own background and used the Believe, Love and Dream, die cut and coloured those in. Full on glitter stencil there. Beautiful shaker card with a little fairy and the rose gold sequins. This has to be my favourite. Absolutely adore that. So understated, so classic and classy. And it's the colours that have been curated that allow you to achieve that, because none of them are going to clash, none of them are going to be in juxtaposition with each other, none of them are going to fight with each other for space on the page. You could literally, as I did earlier, throw everything at the page and it still looks great.
That's so good.
So this is a fabulous collection, curated so that you have none of the pain and worry, but all of the pleasure of just creative play and knowing that whatever you do is going to look beautifully put together.
And that's what this collection is all about. Kathy says, did Ben say something about a mermaid collection? It was the collection previous to this. I've just looked on the website. We don't have the full collection, but there are still elements of that Mermaid Dreams which you can buy as single items. So do have a look and check those out, because they are available. Just type in Mermaid Dreams on the website to find those. I've just noticed this as well. So anyone else just know, that's just gone up there, look. Limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means it
soon won't be seen. Sorry, I'm on delay.
No, it's fine. You've got the coughs and sneezels. We've got less than 10% of the stock remaining, so you've got to go quickly, as I did say on the showstopper. If you just want the Spring Fairy collection on its own, not so much of a rush, because we have a deeper stock of that. Talking to courts, Lillian says, Ben's the court jester. He doesn't have his own court. You wouldn't be scared about being in mine, would you? I could be the court jester in the law court of Leann. I like the sounds of that. And Zoe Cover says, a yawn is better than a belch, isn't it, Ben? That wasn't a belch the other day. I told you I was doing my pre-show warm-ups and the mic was just faded up a little bit too quickly, because I do all of the la 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 la, me 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 me. That's all it was. It was not a belch. I'm #profesh. I don't do that. And Rebecca says, I love those colours. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. Right, I'm getting so many comments in my ear on the socials. I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to pass over to the lovely Leann. We've got 42 minutes to crack in as much as we can over this next bit of the show. Anything you want to see, anything you want to ask, do it sooner rather than later, because this 40 minutes will be gone before you know it. Looks like we're going to start off with some shimmer spray goodness. I can hear the shaking to waking going on over there.
Absolutely we are. So we're going to have a look at how to make this. Which I really like. I'm going to show you how to glitter that lovely sentiment. We're going to do the background with some shimmer sprays and some glitter paste, and then we'll have a look at the alcohol marker to colour the fairy in very quickly. I'll not assemble the card because you want to see the demos.
That's it, yeah.
Rather than that. So when you're using your shimmer sprays, you always spray off onto a scrap piece of card first to make sure that you don't need to do your shimmer spray care. If you didn't care for it before you put it away, you need to make sure that it's spraying freely, and the video for that is on YouTube.
Yes.
So a bit of cardstock, just check, that's good, I know that one's working. And you know, when you do this could actually end up being a background.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got this cut as a little square, and then I've done that one. And let's do this one in the opposite way to make sure this one's working. Now you see, that could do with some care, because that's done more of a splotch than a fine spray. So that can go to one side and be dried. If I just get a bigger piece of card, I want to show you what happens with that.
Just to say as well, reference the care. Thank you, Rachel, who's going to put the link of Leann's video into wherever you're watching right now, so you can access it nice and easy.
Thank you, Rachel. So when you're using your shimmer spray, you need to clean out the nozzle before you put it away with fresh water. But look, I did a half press with that, so I got more of a directional spray.
Okay.
So there's a difference between how you push. And so let me just explain that to you. If I go slowly, 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 oh, is it going to work, is it going to work? I'll get like half a spray in that splodge.
Yeah.
If I just confidently do this,
Oh, yes.
See how that's very different to before. So it's about hesitation and not hesitation.
He who hesitates.
So if you hesitate,
Yeah.
you get that.
Ah, yes.
If you don't hesitate, and that's me like, should I push it, should I push it, should I push it? I don't know. If I just go spray, you get the mist. Okay? So that's also something for you to be aware of when you're using your shimmer spray so that you can go with confidence. So we're going to go now with the rosebud and the green. I'm going to go rosebud first with confidence. One spray.
Yep.
And then I'm going to dry it. So remember, drying between each use of colour is hugely important because it means they're all water products. So if you just keep spraying it on top, they just want to mix together. Water attracts water. They want to mix to one medium. So you'll get a blended new colour. If you want to be able to see the difference in the colours and have layers there, you need to dry between every layer because that's going to allow that to happen because they can go on top of each other. And then I'm just going to go with my yellow there.
Did I dream, or at one point were we talking about potentially being able to decant this into like your misters to get like a different level of dispersion? Yeah?
Yes, in your Spectrum Raw Water misters, yes, absolutely you can do that.
Okay.
You can mix new colours in there if you want to, put the two colours together.
Oh, nice.
Now, if you want to get a little bit of a different effect, you can use your big brush and you can put some of the colours directly onto your mat.
Nice.
And then with a wet brush, you can pick those up and you can splodge them on.
Okay.
And you'll get that kind of water resist look
Yeah.
between the two. And then you can just dry them. And this is where you want them to mix together. So it just depends on the look that you want really, Ben. But when it's dry, it's going to look great, whatever you've done, because the colours work together.
Yeah.
And you really want it to look a little bit off-piste and eclectic. You want that water rivulet look because that's what makes it look organic.
Organic, yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
You want that organic look and feel.
Yeah.
So we'll just dry this and then I'm going to show you the shimmer.
Anne says you quite like the look of that splodge. Well, at least you know how to do it, Anne. If you want to get the splodge, you know how to do it now.
Yes, exactly.
Hesitate on the button.
Yes. Always make sure you do your care though before you put, when you've been hesitating because you attract a little bit more of the mica through without so much of the fluid. So you will need to do your care after every 2 or 3 hesitated little bits.
The link going up wherever you're watching, and also if you want that Shimmer Spray Care Kit, it is available. It's on the website, so just search Shimmer Spray Care Kit and add it to your basket. Right,
and then you should there be able to see the beautiful shimmer and shine that we've got through there. So then we would just take a stencil and choose part of it, part that you fancy using. I'm going to go with this part. And I'm going to freestyle it and not use my repositionable spray or repositionable tape.
Okay.
I'm just going to go for it and hold it still for now because I want to do it with speed so that we can show you a couple of things. And I'm just going to take a little bit of my glitter paste through this stencil. I am holding it still with this other hand and I'm being a little bit frugal with it. I don't want to waste it. I don't want it to be too raised. So I've got a little bit that's going a long way. And I don't mind if I don't pick up all of the design. If I just pick up little bits and little bits are missing. Because again, I'm going with that organic feel on that stencil. But the same rules apply. Once you take your stencil off, you have to put it straight into the stencil bath.
That's it.
Which is what I've done so that you don't get that drying on the stencil so your stencil is no longer usable. Once that's dry, we move to this. You can see, and there they've got the lovely shimmer, and then you've got that beautiful glitter paste over the top, and it's just creating a little bit of dimension, a little bit of interest, just creating those layers, those collage effects, and that is the background. Done. Beautiful. Okay, so then we're going to glitter our sentiment. So to do that, I like to, the glitter's like a pink colour. Yeah. So I like to cut a similar colour cardstock. And the reason for that is if you don't quite, this is tacky glue, if you don't quite get your glue everywhere when you do this, the pink of the cardstock shines through and it doesn't dull the colour of the glitter. Yeah. So I'm just going to do the letter D here. I'm not going to do the whole word dream so you can see how it works, and then I'll cut to the one I've done. And you see, with my fine tip glue applicator, all I'm doing is tracing round that letter. And you would do the whole word. I tend to do 1 or 2 letters at a time because the tacky glue will start to dry. And you need to get it when it's wet. Oh, you don't want that to happen. Oh, fail.
That's all right.
Actually, it's all right. There's still lots of glue on there.
Nicola was just asking, is tacky glue the way forward?
Yes. Definitely tacky glue for this.
Oh, getting another question. Could you use the
all-purpose?
All-purpose. The clear stuff.
Glossy highlights is probably a little bit too dimensional. So I would say tacky glue is the way forward for this, or stick and spray.
Oh, okay.
Stick and stay, I beg your pardon.
Stay, yeah.
The permanent one. And then you'll just sprinkle your glitter on.
Yeah.
So this would be, imagine you've done the whole word, but I'm just going to do the letter D for you.
Ooh.
Be generous.
That's it.
Because it's all going back in the pot
That's
anyway. Give it a little pat, just to make sure that it's stuck. And then pick it up, give it a little tap, and you'll see you've got that beautiful, I'll just move it over the white card there, that beautiful glittered D on the word dream. I'm going to move this glitter out of the way, pop it back in the pot because I don't want to lose it. Bear with.
I think that's one of the biggest pots of glitter that we've done,
huge,
isn't it? That's going to probably last you a lifetime.
It's humongous. And by the way, this glitter pot does have a little shaker in the top.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, it has a little shaker in if you want to do that, which is great. And then when you've done the whole word with a little drop shadow, look how beautiful. Oh,
yes.
That is truly dreamy.
It is.
Isn't it? It looks
sparkly.
Absolutely gorgeous. And that's going to go on their dream. And then to colour our fairy, I would just use I've stamped her and cut her out from, what's the word?
Cut her out from...
Nina card, our alcohol marker card. And then with your tricolour aqua, you can just go and add the colour. And because these 3 colours work together, you're going to be able to transition between all 3 of them to colour her in. And it's going to be a beautiful transition. You'll take a little bit more time than I am.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you how it works.
And you get one tricolour brush and one tricolour aqua in this set, don't you? With all the colours, again, specifically curated to make life nice and easy for you.
Absolutely. And you can see there that that's beautiful on her wing,
the
3 colours. And when you've done all of them, just add a little gem in if you want to from the gem kit, or a little pearl, and you've created a really pretty little card using the elements from the kit, a couple of techniques, and it looks absolutely divine.
Absolutely incredible. This stock is flying. We've got a few people chatting in the comments about whether or not there are going to be more collections after this one, Leanne. Can we shed any light on that at all?
Have we got more? Yes.
Any hints as to what they may be, or how many more? No. But there you go. I asked, and you got an answer, but you'll have to wait and see, won't you? You'll have to come back. Right, there are questions coming through. Can I just ask you now, because we're sort of getting used to these. Some of these shows are going to be a little bit shorter. This one, we've got half an hour left. So if you have a question, ask it now. Don't wait until 5:02, for goodness sake, because I can't guarantee that I will be able to ask it if you do. So questions, fire them in. If there's anything else that you want to see regarding techniques or hints and tips, again, get those requests in now so we can at least try and get those done for you. And probably as important as that, get your baskets checked out, particularly if you have got the particularly. That was magic. I wiggled my fingers, it disappeared. Particularly if you have got the showstopper in there, because it's going to disappear. There you go. So yes, get to the checkouts. We'll rehearse that better for tomorrow. Get to the checkouts. We'll come back, final half hour of the show. More of your questions and comments, but get to the checkouts. We'll see you in a moment.
My My name's Craig Laird. I work at Crafters Companion. I am a craft expert where I get to play with lots of crafty goodies from Crafters Companion, and hopefully we're here to inspire you with lots of crafty things that you can do. So my crafting journey, that started many years ago, actually just over 20 years ago. I actually came across crafting on UK Shopping TV. I was unwell at the time, and I was just channel surfing, just having a look to see what was on TV, and then I came across who has now become my friend Dawn Bibby, and I thought, oh, quite like that bit of crafting that she's doing. I purchased some crafty goodies, and before you know it, here I am, all these years later, doing what I'm doing with Crafters Companion. So believe it or not, none of my family or friends are actually very creative. So the creative side in me has actually just progressed naturally. As I have progressed, I've become really good friends with many craft experts out there in the industry, and they're the ones that inspire me. Then coming to Crafters Companion, Crafters TV, and interacting with all the crafters at home, seeing what they make. I am a huge advocate for social media, because you get to see lots of things that everyone makes at home, and that does inspire me as well. Many years ago, before I started here at Crafters Companion, believe it or not, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I didn't go out a lot, I didn't do much. Now, with Crafters Companion and Crafters TV, it's given me so much confidence, self-belief. My biggest crafting success, I'm going to have to pick two. One of them is appearing on HSN America. I was really lucky a couple of years ago to actually go to Florida with Sarah to see how it all works behind the scenes. An incredible juggernaut that the Shopping TV is at HSN. That for me is an incredible proud moment. I will never ever forget when all of you incredible crafters at home voted enough for me to be in the running of the 2021 Male Craft Personality of the Year. Was such a humbling feeling. I was so proud. I was so grateful. Our Crafters TV audience are absolutely incredible. For me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers, and the support that I get. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise, but if you just want that interaction, you just want to have that chat away about anything random in life, onto social media, onto Crafters TV, you know that you're going to get that support, you're going to get that understanding when it comes to the crafters at home.
Welcome back, everybody. There he is, the Hottie Scotty. He'll be back in on Friday with little old me. We've got a Perfect Partners show coming up. I think that's this Friday, little craft vault. Perfect Partners doing the Perfect Partners show, see? Partnered up some great items that work together craft-wise, and then you've got your two perfect partners pairing up to do the Perfect Partners show. Limited stock on the Spring Fairy Showstopper collection. I can tell you, I'll let you in, we've got less than 20 of these now remaining of the Showstoppers, so you are going to have to be super duper quick to pick this up. But this is not to say that you need to rush if you just want the Spring Fairy collection on its own. We have plenty more stock of that, but if you want the Showstopper with the extra card, with the envelopes, with your extra set of the Gilding Flakes toolkit, so you get your cards and envelopes, you get your Gilding Flakes toolkit, you also get your 60 sheets of card, and you're going to be getting your round blending tool with the replacement pads. That is all included within the Showstopper. It's an extra £15 or $20 instead of an extra £35 or $43. So that's what you're getting, and I think that's why a lot of people have gone for that. Don't also forget, if you are going for the Showstopper, particularly if you're in the US as well, just shy of your free shipping there. So it's worth popping in some other items. Maybe you want to add more, because you can do that if you want. If you're looking at certain items from this new collection, you're thinking, oh, I'd like more of the glitter paste, or I'd like more of the sequins, whatever it might be, you can then cherry pick some more items to go into your basket, or indeed you might just look at the Lovecraft section on the website and find some great deals within that. There are some great items to complement the set that you've got here. If you're looking for tools, for example, things like your palette knives, things like spatulas, all those kind of things, you will find those at great prices across the day-to-day, and that's what we're doing all week, smashing down the prices of items which relate to the style of crafting that we're doing that particular day. But as I say, less than 20 of these to go, so do be quick. The colour of the, someone was asking, the colour of the glitter paste is, what's the official name of it? It's like fairy dress. That's the colour right there. I don't know if I would necessarily describe that as like a pea green. Someone says it's like a pea green colour. It's not. It's lighter than that. It is sort of limey, I would suppose. More limey than pea green. I think lime mixed with apple. I think. Well, I'll say it's funny. I think Tinkerbell, and that's the colour. It's sort of like a tink colour. But yeah, that's the colour of it. It's definitely not like a pea green. I would say your chunky glitter, the main colour of that is more like a pea greeny sort of colour. And also, a few people asking, Leann, as we come back to you, Pat as well, asking about the different types of card that you're using to apply all of these bits and pieces down to. I mean, we've seen like Nina card, haven't we? We've seen mixed. We've seen the card, and we've also seen you using watercolour cards, so you can use it across the collection, right? You
can. With your alcohol marker, your tricolour brush that's in here, only ever a marker card on Nina. Mm-hmm. Because it sucks the ink out of your pen. With everything else, any of the cardstocks.
Yeah.
But my go-to is watercolour card or the multi-purpose cardstock, which is the card that's in the collection.
Card. 18 of these left now, so let's crack on. We've got 25 minutes. And just to explain, Jennifer's just saying, is it limited stock on the Showstopper or the Fairy Collection itself? Just on the Showstopper, just as I explained. So if you want to get all of the added extra goodies, that's where you have to be quick. If you just want the Spring Fairy on its own, you've got a lot more time. We've got more stock of that available and the individual items. I believe it is it's going to be the card and envelopes that's going to sell out the Showstopper. That's why that's going to go. All right. Everything else, you've got a pretty healthy stock currently. Okay, right. 22 minutes. We're good, I think, as far as the requests and questions are concerned. So let's have a look and see what we can do with Leann. Where do you want to take us next, Leann?
Right, we're going to have a look at how to use the stamps, the inks, the shimmers, the stencils, everything to do a lovely collage background, and then we've die cut the word love there. That's been cut from a mirror card, but actually I think I would probably do the gilding that I showed you earlier today for that. So I'm going to pick up, I've just got a piece of watercolour cardstock, and what I'm doing is just popping some of the duet ink onto my glass mat.
Okay.
And I'm doing that because I want to get a good amount out, because I want to pick it up with my brush and then blend a background.
Yeah.
And I just want that to be nice and subtle.
And we haven't got those brushes in stock currently, but any of your blending tools would be a fine substitute, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. And you can go in straight with your ink pad if you want to as well, and get some great colour down on there.
Yeah.
And then blend that out. And that kind of gets you your duet in the background in the centre where it's going to be more green. And then what I like to do as well is add a little bit of my shimmer.
Oh, yeah.
To my mat, and I also pick that up with the brush. Now you do need to clean your brush really well after you've done this. Sounds like I was talking to Ada. Clean it really well when you've done this, but you get the shimmer all over. Look, and you get that colour creating an ombre, and it picks all of that shimmer up. So you can just keep adding a little bit.
Okay.
Works brilliantly with the duet, but I just keep the lovely kind of limey of the duet in the centre, and then I go around with the more citrusy of the shimmer around the outside as a vignette, and it creates me a lovely coloured background. And you can see I'm just picking that up and bringing it around, and it's kind of like I've got a faux shimmer ink pad with that brush there, and you've got the lovely, I don't know if you can quite see the lovely shimmer in the background of that. So I would give that a quick dry with my heat gun.
That heat gun also on a great price today. You get it with the mouldable foam as well, which you can create your own stamps with. I think in the deal that we've got, you get the foam for free. Details coming up at the bottom of your screen if you want to grab that.
So I've got the mushroomy stencil here, and I'm just going to use a little bit of stick and spray to keep that still. Bear with.
When do you tend to use spray as opposed to like low-tack tape?
When I really don't want it to move.
Okay.
And I'm going to be stenciling through this, so I really don't want it to move.
Really?
Now, really don't want it to move. So I'm going to go over the top now with one of the sponge egg daubers.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to go with a little bit more detail, again with the shimmer spray. So I'm picking this up with the dauber, and I'm adding in little highlights through the stencil. And you'll see this more obviously once I pick it up.
And any reason why you're using the egg this time?
Just for speed.
Okay.
I want it to be more concentrated. With the brush you get a smooth airbrush effect. With the egg you get a more concentrated dab of colour. So the colour's more intense and the shimmer's more intense in that area. So you see I'm able to dab it on and do it quite quickly. You'll see that shimmer when I pick it up and show you it. So I've done it with the green and now I'm going to do it with the rosebud.
Okay.
Oh,
hello. Just to say as well, Rebecca's just mentioned about those ink daubers. She said I've ordered some more of those. They're a great price at the minute. The little finger daubers. They're back in stock. Are they on this show? Or they're on the launch show? If you just search for, what's their official name? It is ink daubers, isn't it? It's not finger daubers. Ink daubers. Just daubers. Search for those. They are back in stock.
In fact.
There you go.
Daubers. Ink
dauber storage kit. So if, like Rebecca, you want to grab those, I would get those today because, like we were talking earlier on, they're one of those things that as soon as we get them back in stock, they seem to disappear very quickly.
So I'm just sticking to one side of the mushroom, so I'm not doing the whole thing pink.
Okay.
So I've got a little bit of green and a little bit of pink in there. And then once I've cleaned all that up and I'm happy with where I've put it, and again, you want this to feel organic. You don't want it to feel too overly construed, so don't worry about it being absolutely perfect. Then I'm going to take my stencil off. And you can see you've got those lovely little mushroomy bits in there which look great.
Yeah.
Give them a dry with your heat gun.
Bless you over there with your sniffles.
Sorry.
No, we appreciate you being in because I know you're not feeling great, but we appreciate the fact that you've come in and done the final show with us. Tammy just says, ooh, key lime pie is the colour of the glitter paste.
Oh.
All right, yeah, key lime pie.
Yeah. Right, now I've got my foliage stamp from the stamp set. I've got the one that's the little wildflowers from the bottom. I'm also going to use the tops. But I'll just show you this way first. I'm going to do some second generation stamping, which is one straight on, full intensity, next one, overlap, not quite as dark.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what you call second generation stamping, and that allows you to layer up texture in the foreground. So then I would go here with a full one, and then here with a second one. And then with that, I would then go over with an aqua marker.
Oh. What, so you're colouring... Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
Are you colouring onto the stamp now, are you? Bless you.
Sorry. Yes. Straight onto the stamp with the aqua marker, and that's using the warm blush.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come a little bit higher and have some of that poking out there.
Oh, very nice.
A little bit more of the warm blush, and I'm just coming higher with it. And then what I would do is, with the same marker and the green, and I'm just building up the layers going over the top of each other, and then I would do exactly the same at the top, which I'll show you, with the vines. Yeah. And keep drying them. I'm not drying between each one here for speed. It would be good if you could dry between each stamp. Yeah. So that's creating the texture at the bottom there. And then what I've done, if I just show you this one quick, because this is the card we're making, that's how I've done this at the bottom. Oh, okay. And then we would do exactly the same at the top, but with the opposite stamp. So you see you've got one that hangs down and one that's foliage. So you do exactly the same at the top. Use your text and stamp some of that at the side for interest.
Good question. I was thinking that as well. But Angie's just saying, you know the egg dauber that you used?
Yeah.
Is there a way to clean that, or is it a case of you have...
Wash it under the sink with some dishwashing soap.
Oh, fine. Nice and easy. And Carrie's just saying this mushroom stencil will be fun to use with the gnomes. It would be a perfect partner with the gnomes collection. Love that.
Absolutely. There we go. So you can put some texture on with your words if you like to as well. So you're just building up texture everywhere. I wasn't going to, but I feel I need to. Sorry. I need to put a couple of them on because it's bothering us.
What's that?
The little dangly down bits.
Oh, yeah.
Time is it? Yeah. And
Funny how an hour flies over, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yes, exactly right. Time flies when you're having fun.
And you'll just build up all of these over the top of the texture. They can all go over each other.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about where you apply the colour, what colour you use. It's, you know, it's entirely up to you. You're just building up layers of texture and interest at different heights and at different levels. So these can hang down a little bit further there. And then in that corner there.
Fantastic, this.
And then with the black one, a little bit more second generation stamping with the same one.
Yeah.
And that just brings that to the foreground, which accentuates what we're doing.
Okay.
Stamp off.
How good is this? And I love the fact that you, I mean, you had an idea of what you were doing, but now you're just kind of...
Oh, I'm just going for it.
Yeah, improv.
Yeah, definite improv. There you go. So that creates that coming down there.
Yeah.
Which is, it's starting to feel moody now, isn't it? And you can see that light colour in the centre makes it feel a little bit lit from within. I'm going to use some of the yellow shimmer. So I'm going to pop that on there. And then with a wet brush, I'm going to pick that up and have
Love
some...
that splatting technique.
Have some splashes. I think everybody's mesmerised with all the bits that's going on.
Yeah.
And then finally, what I would do is take the green and mix a little bit of the brown into the green, because remember we can mix a new colour.
Yeah.
With my brush, mix that together, and then bring in a little vignette around the side, and that just darkens it down. So, green and the brown, it's not brown, it's like a coral colour.
Yeah.
Mix them two together on your brush, vignette it down the side. It just ages it. Can you see that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that does definitely keep it looking lit from within. So that's your full little piece created when you do that. And then all I did was take a butterfly and spray it.
Do you know what's so good about watching you do that? As much as, you know, the paper pads that we bring are incredible, right? Aren't they? They are the best out there. But how incredible, like you've just shown us there, how to create your own paper pad almost. You know, I mean, and that building up all of the different layers of interest with all the different stamps, using all the different materials, with the first gen, second gen, adding in the, you know, the different styles of stamp. I just think that is absolutely incredible. And Caroline just saying the same thing. Very clever technique, and also a lot of people loving the fact that you're using the pens onto the stamps, which I think we forget that we can do.
Yes,
so it's
absolutely,
all reminders,
we can.
Isn't it? All reminders.
Yes, they're all like little mini ink pads.
Yeah.
They're very, very usable. They're fantastic. So I just sprayed a couple of shimmer sprays onto that butterfly.
Yeah.
And then once it was dry, I cut the butterfly in half and then cut it again for the centre and created myself two half butterflies, which then get 3D'd onto a piece of black card. So you use a whole butterfly and just cut it in half, pick the wing up. One would get stuck here, one would get stuck here, which just ties it in. That can be any butterfly die that you've got at home.
Yeah.
And then you've got your love sentiment, either in gold or the foil, the gilding plate that we did earlier with a little drop shadow, and that then creates the card that we're looking at there.
Incredible. Absolutely Fantastic. Stephanie just saying, I plan to use this with many of my collections. Wildflower comes to mind. Beautiful. Fairy garden, that would be incredible. Secret garden, on and on. Certainly lots that you can use within this collection across all of your other collections that you've got at home. I'll give you a quick recap on everything that you've got, and then we're almost going to be done for time. Last chance to ask any questions to Leann. And just to say as well, if you want the Showstopper collection, we have just 13 of these now remaining. And I know probably the majority of those 13 are sat in baskets waiting to get checked out. So do make sure, certainly if you're not going to do it now, do it at the end of the show. Check out your Showstopper. It's 13 of the Showstoppers, and that is it. As I've said, it's the cards and envelopes that's going to sell out the Showstopper. If you just want the Spring Fairy collection on its own, you don't have as much of a rush, but do certainly grab it today. Don't forget about this set. Here's all of the goodies that you're going to be getting as far as the Spring Fairy is concerned. So you've got your brand new tricolour aqua pen. This is the Fairy Blooms, which is going to bring you your Soft Sun, that beautiful warm blush, and your magical green. Then you've got one of our metallic paint markers in that beautiful rose gold. And then as far as your pens are concerned, you've then got that tricolour brush pen. So that one comes to you again with the 3 different colours, 3 in 1. You've got your Sun Glow, Soft Orange, and then your Floral Radiance. But you can see here as you look at the whole board how the colours of your pens are just going to match up perfectly with all of the other goodies that you've got within this set. So then as we move into your glitter paste, that beautiful fairy dress matches up perfectly with the greens. All the colours that you've got in your tricolour aquas matches up beautifully with this stunning chunky glitter paste, that wildflowers I absolutely love. You're getting your shimmer spray in the dancing green, and also that beautiful rosebud, which you've seen used right across the show today. Love the colour of the green here in your duet ink pad. That one is the Sweet Pea. You've also got your Sunbeam in your shimmer ink pad, and then more sparkle in terms of your Sun-Kissed Blossom, which is your glitter. You're getting 50ml pot of that, huge pot. And then you're also getting your luxury gilding flakes in the soft rose. And then you're going to get more embellishments if you like. So as far as those are concerned, the beautiful flower gems, got almost these sort of faceted adhesive gems. You've got your beautiful sunshine drops, which are those beautiful pearls. You're getting a huge pot of sequins as well. That is a big, big pot you're going to be receiving. And then also your fairy glitter glue as well. That is included within the collection. On top of all of that, you've also got all of your stamps and dies and stencils. This is brilliant. The dreamy sentiments, really big, bold dies that are going to give you those 3 beautiful words: believe, love, and dream. Some absolutely stunning stencils here. So you've got that beautiful foliage. You've got your florals in here too. Love that with the glitter and the glitter paste. And then, as you've just seen with the mushrooms there, you've got that beautiful background. That one's been done with the beautiful Sunbeam shimmer ink pad. You've got stamps in there as well. Of course, the Fairy of the Meadows brings you the beautiful fairy herself, and then you'll see the elements here that Leann used on that last demonstration. I just love that script. I'm a sucker for that kind of effect. I love that design. And then you've also got your Floral Meadow 2D embossing folder, which comes in this set as well. That's all of the goodies as far as the Spring Fairy is concerned. If you want that collection, you can go for that on its own. If you want the Showstopper, you need to be one of the final sort of 13 or so to pick that up now, which also includes 60 sheets of your multi-purpose cardstock. You've got your black card and white envelope set. There's 100 of those included, plus you're going to get the Gilding Flakes toolkit, so that brings you 3 more of the sponges. You've also got your dry ink pad and the liquid glue, and then on top of that, one of our round blending tools, which comes with the replacement pads as well. So 10 of those are included. £15 or $20 extra on the price tag, whereas it should be £35 or $43. So that's the kind of value for money when it comes to that Showstopper, which is going to sell out, I would have thought, certainly if not by the end of the show, within the next sort of 10-15 minutes. Quickest vote ever for demo of the show. So your favourite vote for demo of the show. What have we got to choose from, Leann?
Demo 1,
yep,
which was Dream, and Demo 2, which was Love. All
right. Are we? So are we 1 dreaming or are we 2 loving? You've got about 90 seconds to get your vote in. Jules says, stunning demos, Leann. We hope you feel better soon. I like the technique about cutting the butterfly in. Leann has such great ideas, says Pat. And just a final quick look at some other cards, I think, Leanne, for sort of a couple of minutes or so, just to give us some ideas of what else we can create.
Absolutely,
Lovely.
I'd love to. There's so many fantastic different ways of using these, either in a more complicated collaged way or actually in a really simple, pretty way. And I think this, just with a spritzed background and then that sentiment die cut, one of them darker and two of them lighter, looks absolutely superb. This I love, where we've got that lovely embossing folder that's been shimmer sprayed. You've got a lovely little vellum strap with the word believe on there. This is great, using those brilliant shimmer sprays and glitter pastes. I love that. Here we've just made a feature of the fairy, using a circle die cut mask to get that lovely kind of moon halo in the centre of the shimmer sprays, which I think is gorgeous. This one I love.
Wow.
Because I think that's Say It With Flowers collection. I haven't got my glasses on, but thereabouts.
Yeah.
Beautiful ways of using these. All of the different glitters, the pastes, the way they've been coloured, your gilding flakes in here as well. Just so many different ways of using your die cuts and your shimmer sprays, making something quite simple but really impactful, layering them up so you've got that collage effect. And every single one of these, no clashes. The colours, beautiful, because we've curated the entire collection so that it doesn't matter what you use it with at home, be it the stamps and dies and folder that we've given you with this collection, or whether you're using what you've got yourself, it's going to look glorious because it's the elements and the colours that we've given you that make this really easy and achievable for you at home.
What a fantastic show. Massive thank you to Leanne. Lots of get well soons coming in for you, Leanne. I think you'll be going home and having a hot toddy or something like that, will you, I guess?
Definitely.
Yeah. Demo of the show. Two.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, are you?
That's lovely. Right, number two. Oh, thank you.
you,
And
everybody.
actually, I'll just say to you as well,
Yeah.
I realised I forgot to tell you this.
What?
But if you've got a card where you've done a lot of matting and layering on the front, so it's quite heavy, and you've just got a basic card fold, it can want to do this all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So what I do is an insert of cardstock again. And then it gives it that extra weight so it stands nice and straight and it doesn't want to do this all the time.
All top tips right till the very end, you see. Thank you, Leanne, so much. We will see you very soon.
Thank you. Yes, hopefully.
I will see you tomorrow. Remember, everybody, say it after me. We're live at 1 and 5. Tomorrow, tomorrow the fish is in. We have got a masterclass at 1. It's an embossing special, so you can expect to see lots of deals when it comes to embossing folders as part of our Love to Craft event on the website from tomorrow. And then tomorrow evening at 5, we've got Launch Party, which is all about more with this, actually, the Spring Fairy collection. We've also got more as far as the Hydrangea and the Easter collection, if we've got any of that left. That's all coming up on Launch Party tomorrow night. Thank you so much, everybody, for a fantastic day. We'll all get used to this new schedule. Just keep that rhyme in your mind and you'll be absolutely fine. And don't forget, you can always catch us over on the 24/7 on YouTube as well, with shows being repeated there if you need to pick up any more hints, tips and crafty techniques. Just one final reminder as well, if you have got that showstopper in your basket, get it checked out because that is about to go. Massive thank you to all of the team today. Thank you so much to you for watching as well, and we will catch you back here on Crafters TV tomorrow at 1. Until then, bye for now.